Welcome in, Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Hope you're doing well. I just saw that they added Star Wars characters to Brawlhalla. So you can play. It's a Super Mario Smash multiverses type game. And I was like, looking at them like, huh. Because I wasn't sure. I figured like something like that was going to happen, but who knows what platform it's going to be on whenever. Today was just, I don't know. It's another day where people make stuff a lot harder than it needs to be. And I know you're probably like, bro, you're doing this with your account. Well, I guess it is. I'm not doing this for Grand Arena. And I know that's the main reason, or at least apparently that's the reason why people play this game is for Grand Arena. But I think I was watching Arnold's video from like 2 years ago where he's like, maybe it was 3, maybe it was longer ago from that, but Grand Arena wasn't the end all be all, and now because of everybody in these Omicrons, every time there's an Omicron that does not say Grand Arena, people start losing their mind. And I'm just a guy who's like, what if what if we turn the dial? What if we adjust the lens or like a kaleidoscope where we didn't look at stuff that way? And I know that annoys a lot of people. I mean, but the conventional wisdom is often wrong. Because it's not actually wisdom, it's just a thing that has been propagated and there's no truth behind it. And so it becomes conventional wisdom because nobody's ever challenged it. And because nobody's ever challenged it, it's just accepted as this is the way, basically. And there's a lot of stuff that has been tested and has been found to be true. And I've talked a lot about that in recent days. Because it's literally everywhere you look, you just have to be actually willing to see the truth and not want your version of the truth. There's a line, in fact, there's a line from I think it might be from Jedi where Luke says, "You told me Vader killed my father," and I'm paraphrasing, and I haven't watched Jedi in a while, but it's like Luke's talking to Force Ghost Obi-Wan, and it says, "You said Vader killed my father," and then Ben says, basically, hatred took over, and at that moment, the good man who was your father died. So what I said was true from a certain point of view. And a lot of folks just want truth from based upon the way they feel and the way they think the world should work. And a lot of times that's conventional wisdom. That comes across as conventional wisdom. But many times it ends up being delusion, masquerading as conventional wisdom. But I don't know why. That's what I was thinking about today in a lot of ways. But are we about to get this? Are we about to get this for Chupio and be done with him already? That'd be huge if we go slap this on. I know this is only going to move him to 12. And we still have to go through 12 to get him to 13, but we'll have to see. Yeah, we just got him up a few days ago, and now he's gear 12. That's good. That's big time. And so we'll start assigning gear 12 now and see how close we can get to gear 13. And once we get to gear 13, it's going to be, we'll have the gearing of this team done. All we'll be doing is just waiting for Kairos, waiting for the the whatever we're farming when we get Kairos, when we get a chance to farm from Kairos. The computer pads that we turn into relics. And I'm hoping that this team moves up through the ranks pretty fast. Obviously I wish it could be faster, but you can't, unless you're going to pay, you can't force stuff because stuff has a cost. But that's good that we got him to 12 so fast, and now he's halfway to 13. That's pretty big. And he's the only one, him and Palpy were gearing. And how much of the whatever do we have so I can move or not move Sky Guy up? Not Sky Guy, but Luke. Do we have enough of... We could move almost 2. We can move up 2 relics. But... So Luke's at 3. So we could theoretically move Luke to 5, which would be way too much. So get everybody where we need. Well, I mean, to get everybody to Relic 5, we need 1,200, 2,200, 3,200, 4,200. Seems easy. I don't know that it really is, though. But if we could get there, we would have one entire team that could do work in Conquest. I mean, substantial work in Conquest, because, you know, once again, we're saving energy for the whole Master Obi-Wan thing. I mean, the Master Qui-Gon thing. I mean, I'm going to finish well before we did last night. I mean, last night was horrible. Because I didn't even get to sleep until 3. I say that it's almost 2 already, and it's like, well, if you keep going very long, it's going to end up being 3 here in about 5 seconds. But we're just moving along. We're moving along. We're doing good. We're getting our challenges. I'm glad we got Chupio to Gear 12. And I think we're still, obviously, we're still a few weeks away, depending on how gear drops, before we actually get Chupio. Because we just got him to 7 stars a couple of days ago. And now it's going to be probably a couple of weeks before we get him in the relics. And then, that will be the first piece of the puzzle post executor grind that we've been able to accomplish, because it's pretty now that we've finished, but now that we've finished executrix, and the fact we're moving towards Leia, albeit slowly, I gotta admit, the Naboo raid stuff is going to slow us down a little bit. I think I'm going to try to put together at least 2 teams for the Naboo raid. One Jedi and whatever the best kind of separatist team I could get put with. And it's probably going to be one with, because I don't have Snap, but Darth Maul, Darth Sidious, and then 2 random droids. And of course, if I had Sap, it would be Sap, but I don't have Snap. But so we'll have to see what it ends up. And then some Luminar team, or maybe 2 Jedi teams. One with Luminar and one with Consular. And sort of see what happens. See what comes outside of that. We'll see what, put together what we can. I am curious about how many guilds will now go back. And will either actually start trying for Cam. Because I'll be honest, I don't know what I even need for Kiadi Modi. But I'm definitely interested in trying to figure that out. And that's not something I would have said before. I'm going to grab probably let's do 4 or 5 more of these, and then we'll move on, see what else we got to do. The load time between the time you click and the time the thing loads in is like a good 5 or 6 seconds. At least. It's kind of brutal. This is going to be the last one. I have no idea what this is. It's just... All right, good. Why do they keep pushing this Revan stuff on me lately? I have no idea why. It's at least a little mystifying. Why do they just know? Because this is not the account that I finished Revan on, but we're slowly making our towards Revan as we are with everything else. And I wish it could be faster, but this is not really feasible. That is faster right now. 7.2 million. You would be curious to know where I would be. And this is the reason why we have the Profundity Rush account, is to see where I can be at this point when I get here in a year. What else do I need in here? I don't think there's anything I need in here, actually. Omega. There's an Omega in here. It's basically nothing. We'll take this, and we'll take the gauntlet, I guess. And so I think we're basically done with what we have left. Shouldn't have anything, I don't think. We have a fleet challenge. But anyway, I appreciate you guys being here. If you like what I'm doing, please feel free to like and subscribe to the channel. Tell your friends. God bless. Hold the line, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.